welcome. I'm your host, Torben Anderson. I'm the founder of Rewired, and today's topic is how to create your tech plan for 2018. If you are a business owner and you want to set a good foundation this year for growth, then, in other words, you are getting yourself ready to scale up. If you're passionate about really growing this year, then you've come to the right place. As some of you know, one of the most important things when putting your technology strategy together is to make sure you don't make costly mistakes. That's what we're avoiding. We're also avoiding making sure that you are ready to accept growth in your business. All those new customers coming in, where do they go? You need to make sure you're ready for scaling up. The last thing you want is to fall flat on your face, fall back, and not be able to do that this year. So again, the topic for today is how to create your tech plan for 2018. Thanks for joining. I'm your host, Torben Anderson, founder of Rewired, and thank you for joining today. If you want to ask any comments, just put them in the comments section over here, and I'll try and get to them either during the stream or in the Facebook group afterwards. I will also share a link to the Facebook group after this post and in the podcast show notes. So I really do look forward to seeing you in that Facebook group so that you can ask those burning technology strategy questions and we can get those answered for you. Thanks again for joining. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into it. So to kick off, the most important thing you would have done at this point, and again, have a listen to episode 1 if you haven't got this yet. You would have had a chance to spend some time with your team, to look at the people, process, and tools that you're currently using in your business. You would have prioritized those, and you have a good feel for what you need to actually do this year. But today is really about getting that plan together. So there's a 4-step process. The first step is to look at your mission. What is your single mission for your business? Say, for example, you're an online shop selling garden furniture. So that is your one mission. That is your niche. That is your whole reason for being. So that is your mission. That's the first thing we need to establish. Spend some time, get that together. If you don't already have it, make sure it's clear to you. Secondly, we look at your objectives. Now, objectives are the things that are really, really going to make a difference this year. And we want to have about 4 objectives, 1 per quarter. So a great objective, for example, for an online shop selling garden furniture might be to, for example, get a single view of their customer. Now, this is a problem I see a lot. Customers say, how do I get that single view of my client, of my customer? How can I say that that's all the data that I know and that about my customer, and it's really clear, it's all in one place? But so often businesses have their customer data spread across multiple systems. So that's a great objective. How can I move to a single view of the customer through this year? So now we've got a mission, objective. The next level is to look at how am I actually going to achieve that objective? What is my strategy? How do I actually get that done? So a great strategy for example, getting a single view of your customer might be to actually get a list of where all your customer information is stored. And you might find that you've got it in many, many different places. If you're in the UK, from a regulatory perspective, even for small businesses, it's really important to know that if I delete this record, it is the last record of that customer. For example, if a customer says they want you to delete their personal information and you just want to kind of delete that straight away. So now we've got our mission, objectives, our strategies. So those strategies, try and think of around 12. It will give you a strategy per month running through the year. Now, finally, we've got our tactics. And our tactics are really the weekly tasks that we're going to do and take to achieve our goals. So that might be just taking and biting off a small piece of work, for example, maybe taking a system where you've got a customer record, maybe looking at how you can migrate that to another system, or removing a system that you don't currently need or use, but it's got a whole bunch of other customer records in there. So again, we've now got our mission, our strategies, our objectives, and our tactics. Now this gives us our annual plan, which is our mission, which probably won't change much, our quarterly plan, our monthly plan, and then finally the tactics that we're going to plan for every year. So now these tactics, what I want you to do is have your team meet once a week and take a small task forward towards your goals. And that's the most important way that you can move forward. Now again, if you need more detail, if you need more background, please listen to episode 1. In episode 1, we talk about how to actually spend time with you and your teams and how you can actually look at the priorities of your business for the year. So please do that exercise first, then come to this episode and take a view on that. Again, if you have any other burning questions, please do join the Facebook group and post your questions there. So again, mission, objectives, strategies, and tactics. Now, if you've seen this before, you probably have. It's old school. It's something that people have used for decades. And the reason I'm showing you this today is again to show you that it's the simple stuff that works. It's the stuff that's tried and tested that works. And today, that's a great way for you to kind of plan your year out, have your technology strategy in line. So finally, what I want to do is just share with you that in the show notes, both on the podcast and the Facebook group, I will share a kind of a template. It's a couple of pages. It will take you through the process end to end of episode 1 and episode 2. So episode 1, getting your strategy sorted, and then episode 2, getting your plan in place. And you'll be able to use this template to get yourself started for 2018. Now, if you want that template, please click on the Facebook group and join the Facebook group there. You just need to request access and you'll get in there. And in there, you'll see my kind of template that you guys can use. You can use that freely this year to plan your technology strategy out. So again, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please do post them in Facebook, both at the bottom of this live stream post or in the group. Thank you so much for joining today. I really do appreciate it. And so I hope that those plans, you'll be able to put those together today or in the next couple of days. And do share them in the group. We'd love to see what you're planning for the year. And I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks again for joining. Appreciate it. It's Torben Anderson. I am founder of Rewired, and you've been listening to episode 2, How to Create Your Tech Plan in Under an Hour. Thanks for listening.